Good morning, friends. I hope you are all doing so well and that you've had a fantastic week so far. If you're new here, my name is Carly and I am a full-time high school English teacher, and I put out 2 videos a week here over on YouTube, all things lifestyle, cleaning, organization, minimalism, slow living, and a dash of local travel thrown in there as well. So if those things are up your alley, make sure to give my channel a follow. But for now, grab yourself a cuppa and let's get into some hardcore deep cleaning motivation. I'm starting off with the usual in the kitchen, taking everything off the benches and giving them a good wipe down, including the splashback as well. I'm just using a DIY cleaning concoction that I put together. It is white vinegar with water and lemon essential oils. And I'm also going to be wiping down the fronts of the benches, which I admittedly have not had a wipe down in quite some time. Next up, I'm going to move on to the range hood, and the only thing I'm using on this is my damp washcloth and my lemon and tea tree essential oils, and it's able to get rid of all of the grease and the grime really easily and make it all nice and shiny and smelling delightful. After that, the kitchen is pretty much done. I did do a deep clean of the fridge not that long ago, and I also cleaned out and reorganized the cupboard under the sink. So other than the oven, which I just did not feel up to doing today, the whole kitchen is pretty much nice and clean and good to go. I do wipe out my microwave every single week when I'm doing my weekly clean, so that happens to remain nice and fresh most of the time. But one thing I have been meaning to do for quite some time is to descale my coffee machine. When I went to the grocery store the other week, I wasn't able to buy any of the descaler. They were all out, so I did have to sort of leave it sitting for a while until I could purchase some of that, but I managed to pick up some last grocery stop, so I'm going to be descaling that today. I've just put 2 big cups there to catch all of the water, and I'll let that do its thing. And I have learned the hard way that you definitely need to run through a load of just regular water afterwards. While I'm descaling that, I'm also going to clean out the jug. So I've already got some water in there, and now I'm just adding some of my white vinegar, and I'm going to turn that on and let it boil, and that will help to get rid of any scale that is in the jug and freshen that up as well. Now I'm going to move on to the dining area, and I'm going to take everything off the dining table and pull it out, including all of the chairs, so that I can give a good vacuum behind it and in the tracks to the sliding door. Moving on to the living room. This room always gets a good clean in my weekly cleaning routine. However, since we have lived here, I have not actually taken the lounge out and given it a good dust and vacuum behind. So I'm going to take everything off the lounge and the coffee table, and then I will need to recruit Dave's help to move the coffee table out of the way because it's quite heavy, and also pick up the mat for now as well. And then we'll pull the lounge out so that I can give it a good clean behind, and I found that it was particularly dusty back there as well. And then while all the furniture is out of the way, I'm also going to just give this whole area a good vacuum before I start moving things back and cleaning one at a time prior to returning everything to their original place. Now we're moving on to the next day. I did have to film this over multiple days because I actually was sick at the time, and so doing any sort of housework really did take it out of me. But now I'm going to be moving on to cleaning my bedroom. The first job is to take as many things out as possible so that I can get in and give the room a good dust and vacuum. I'm also going to be taking everything off both of our bedside tables and pulling those out so that I can dust behind. I did this actually not that long ago, but was surprised by how much dust there happened to accumulate behind both of them. For vacuuming the house, I love using my little Dyson handheld vacuum cleaner. I just love how it's so easy to whack on the charger and then just pull out and zoom over the house. I pretty much always have it on max suction mode. I do also have a regular wheel about and plug-in Dyson vacuum cleaner. I do just keep that out in the laundry, and I bring it out every now and then when I've got some big jobs to do, particularly when I'm trying to vacuum out my car, because it just gets into all those nooks and crannies a lot easier than my handheld one does. But I just love the convenience of it. Now I'm going to move into pretty much the final room that I'm going to be cleaning in this video, and that is our study / workout room / spare room, whatever the heck you want to call this room. And I'm going to start off by taking out as many things as well so that I've got a fairly clean space on the floor for me to be able to dust and vacuum. I'm going to be pulling just a few things off the bookshelf that are just easy enough to maneuver out, just so I can give it a little bit of a dust in there. I have recently taken all the books off the bookshelf and done a Roy G. Biv sort of job on organizing all of those, and I'm really happy with that. I also had a few books that I couldn't quite place in my color code system, so I put them on the shelf right down the bottom and turned their spines to face the back, so you can just see the whites, I suppose, of the books, and they don't sort of interfere with my lovely color code system. And then the final sort of in-house cleaning job is going to be giving the toilet a clean. I did also clean the shower, bath, and vanity, but I did that later in the day, so I didn't end up filming that part. I am also going to be stocking up on all of my Who Gives a Crap toilet paper along the window ledge, which gives a nice little rainbow effect to our toilet. And then I did take all of my fiddle leaf figs outside. They've not just had a proper water in so long, and I wanted to give them a bit of a mist and a freshen up of their leaves and expose them to sunlight. And I'm also going to be refilling all of our moisture absorbers, which was much necessary. Thank you guys so much for coming along on this whole house winter deep clean video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Have a fantastic rest of your week, guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.